Well-being, being well, will to live, psychological resilience, and physiological survival. The concept that an individual's will to live can influence survival reflects the complex interaction between psychological resilience and physiological processes. While willpower alone does not guarantee survival, evidence from psychology, neuroscience, and medicine suggests that mental states such as motivation, hope, and belief can meaningfully affect how the body responds to extreme stress, injury, and illness. This relationship highlights the deep interconnectedness of mind and body in survival and recovery. Physiologically, the will to survive is closely linked to activation of the body's stress response systems. In life-threatening situations, the sympathetic nervous system initiates a fight-or-flight response, releasing adrenaline and related stress hormones. This surge temporarily enhances physical strength, alertness, pain tolerance, and cardiovascular output, enabling individuals to respond to immediate danger. Endorphins released during acute stress further reduce pain perception, allowing continued function despite injury or exhaustion. Neuroplasticity also plays a role in survival and recovery. The brain's ability to adapt and reorganize can support compensation for injury, particularly during rehabilitation. Neural pathways involved in movement, cognition, and emotional regulation may strengthen or reorganize in response to sustained effort, motivation, and engagement with recovery processes. These adaptive changes are often supported by consistent participation in therapy and rehabilitation, which are themselves influenced by psychological persistence and belief in recovery. Psychologically, the will to live is closely associated with resilience, meaning-making, and motivation. A strong sense of purpose or belief in survival can enhance engagement with coping strategies, treatment adherence, and recovery-oriented behaviors. Positive expectations and a sense of agency may reduce feelings of helplessness and support emotional regulation during prolonged stress or illness. This psychological engagement can influence physiological outcomes by modulating stress responses and supporting healthier behavioral choices. The placebo effect offers further insight into the mind-body connection. Research demonstrates that belief and expectation can lead to measurable physiological changes, including alterations in pain perception, immune response, and neurological activity. While placebo effects are not substitutes for medical treatment, they illustrate how mental states can influence physical processes through neurochemical and hormonal pathways. Anecdotal reports and clinical case studies describe instances in which individuals survived severe trauma or illness against expected odds, often attributing recovery to determination, hope, or belief. Although such cases cannot be universally generalized or fully explained, they underscore the role of psychological engagement in mobilizing physiological resources. Scientific inquiry continues to explore these mechanisms, recognizing that psychological factors operate alongside biological variables rather than independently of them. From a scientific perspective, the influence of willpower and belief on survival is understood as contributory rather than deterministic. Psychological resilience can enhance recovery potential and coping capacity, but it does not override the limits imposed by injury severity, disease progression, or biological constraints. The relationship between mind and body is probabilistic and interactive, not absolute. Understanding the role of the will to live has important implications for healthcare and recovery. Interventions that support hope, meaning, emotional regulation, and patient agency, alongside medical treatment, can improve quality of life and potentially influence outcomes. Psychological support, therapeutic alliance, and encouragement of adaptive belief systems are therefore integral components of holistic care. The will to live reflects the human capacity for resilience and engagement in the face of adversity. While not a guarantee of survival, psychological strength and belief can meaningfully shape physiological responses and recovery trajectories. Recognizing and supporting this mind-body interaction contributes to more comprehensive, compassionate approaches to health, healing, and survival.